How enjoyable is it for you to talk so much about defense and the way they've looked this last couple of weeks?
Love it. I'll take 10 more wins like we just had. Sign up right now. How many more games? What have we played? 3? Yeah, 13. Then we got the bowl game. I'll take 11 more, just like it. All right, right now, man. It's great because when you play great defense, again, it's just like in basketball. It's not always going to go in the bucket for you. It's just not always going in. But if you play great defense, you keep yourself in the game. And sooner or later, you keep getting that ball to a good score, they're going to get it going sooner or later. And it's like having a great pitcher walk out there. Maybe you're struggling at the plate a little bit, but you got a pitcher that's going out there and he's keeping you in that ball game. Sooner or later, you keep not taking advantage of opportunities that other team's going to make you pay, and it's awesome. I mean, our defense is getting better. We're much better after 3 games than we were last year after 3 games. But we're not where we need to be. And our guys, they're hungry. They want it. They practice in the right way. Our coaches are doing a tremendous job. And we've just got more knowledge than we've had. And we're healthier than we've been, especially on the back end. Getting Martin Jenkins back has been a huge plus for us. I think you'll continue to see his role increase. Breland, he's like it's just night and day. He looks like the guy that was a freshman. He's healthy, he's confident. Darius, the same thing. Gary Peters, really like our 2 safeties, and they're still growing it. You got to understand, this is their first year playing safety, so they're still growing into the role there. But the biggest area on our team that we've got to really grow, the rest of this first half that we have is really we've just played a quarter. We've played 1 quarter, 3 games, and we're going into the second quarter now. But we've got to develop some depth at safety, and we got guys. I mean, we got guys, but we got to really develop that depth, and we got to play them, and we got to give them opportunities to go out there and play through mistakes and learn and grow. And because as we go throughout the course of the season, we're going to have some help because Robert and Blanks they can't play 70 snaps. They can't hold up. That's the area that we've got to improve the most over the next month of our team.
And all the conference games count the same, but is there any benefit in playing all your Atlantic Division opponents and then your 2 coastal?
If you win them, it's great. Get them all out of the way, and you've got a tiebreaker in your back pocket as you go into the other division. But that's really the only thing. But other than that, it's just they're all big. Anytime you play a conference game, it's huge. But the division, like I said, it's because then you got the tiebreaker in your back pocket every time you can click one of those off. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to get to Charlotte, and because if you can get there, then you got great opportunities from a conference standpoint, BCS standpoint, and all that. But right now we just trying to get to 4-0.
What's the aggravation level, Coach, with Martavis that he finally has the breakout game you're waiting for? He's a veteran, and then he does something stupid like that to kind of taint it.
Just continue to grow up. Proud of. I mean, listen, he's been good. I mean, he has. He's been, just one of those situations that, you're always growing, you're always teaching, and it's just unacceptable behavior. And he knew it. But I wish I had seen it during the game. I wish the refs had called a flag. There's no better punishment than immediate punishment. And, but we didn't see it, and the refs didn't see it. So, I wish it had been called, but everybody missed it, but the TV sure didn't miss it. And, and that's not representative of the way we do things. And, but he'll be fine. He'll learn from it. I don't think he'll do it again.
Coach, I'm curious if you got a chance to hear Chad Morris's commenting on Taj Boyd perhaps pressing a little bit, and that led to some struggles. And I'm wondering, what do you do with players, perhaps like a Boyd, who put so much pressure on themselves to win, and maybe not just him, but other guys on the team when they're just pressing at times? What do you do to sort of settle guys back into the game?
Just back to the fundamentals, back to the basics. And listen, Taj, the expectations are so high for Taj. I mean, I was texting him last night about Peyton Manning. I mean, listen, man, this guy here, you see this? he's just toying with them. I mean, it's just a game within the game. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah, but that's the type of ownership that you want, and at that position. And you take a guy like, I mean, our expectations are monstrous for him, and his expectations are as well. And so you just go back and you say, all right, let's take a deep breath here. Let's talk through this. And it's early. It's early. I mean, it's really early in the season. You're on the road, tough environment. Yeah, he missed a few plays early in the game that he wishes he'd have had back, because we could have probably had a little better lead at halftime if we make a couple plays that were there. Had a couple of misreads, but we had some mistakes by other people too. But how do you respond? Well, heck, he came back and played lights out. There was a little point in the game where it was like, all right, here we go. And I mean, he's just awesome. And you look up and he's 24 of 37, and probably should have been 32 of 37 though. And so what you do is you won the game. Man, what a great opportunity to really teach. And that's what I'm excited about our team right now, because we've found different ways to win. We've complemented each other at critical times when the defense has really needed the offense to put a drive together. The offense has done that. When the offense has really needed that defense to hold up, they've done that. When we needed the special teams to make a play for us, they've done that. So it's been a pretty complete effort by our football team these first 3 games, and that's what I'm most excited about, because I think we've got a chance to be a pretty complete team as we progress through the season. And complete teams find different ways to win. There's always different ways, and that's what I'm hopeful we'll continue to see. But Taj is done great. The thing I love about what Taj is doing, he's taking care of football, doing an excellent job of taking care of the football, and for the most part making good decisions. He's made a lot of plays with his legs, made a lot of big throws already, and he's not going to get worse. He's just going to keep finding that rhythm.
I think we'll see Wake Forest throw a couple things that NC State did at him, just to see how you'll do.
Not really. I mean, they're very different philosophy-wise. I mean, we're going to continue to see pressure. I mean, we've got to do a better job in some communication things up front. It's really not Taj as much. I mean, it's really not as much NC State as it was Taj on a few things. And we've got to clean some things up protection-wise that has nothing to do with Taj. Just how we handle our slide protections and communicating and targeting and all that, where we've let a few guys slip through the wall and create some pressure that shouldn't be there. So we'll continue to see that. We're going to see, NC State was moving all over the place. Wake Forest, they won't ever line up and stay still. They'll line up and be 2 gaps over. They're an odd front, so they're going to have backers coming from different places. You'll see corner cats coming. So a lot of different pressure, and we'll have to do a great job of holding up. That's something I am anxious to see this week. Can we improve in our communication from a protection standpoint? Because when you start getting multiple looks and everybody's moving all over the place, I mean, it's harder than people think it is to get everybody on the same page. It's not just the OL; it's the tight ends, it's the backs, it's the receivers, the quarterback, everybody. So, hopefully we'll be able to do a good job protection-wise, because we need to improve this week in that area.
You said he should have been 32 and 37. Was that because of routes?
Missed a couple of throws, had a couple of drops, had a couple of protection issues that would have been easy layups. We got a layup over here to Sammy Watkins, and we don't blood the protection. We don't cut on the protection. Instead, we drop back, protect it, and so the guy gets upfield, gets his hand on the ball. Just simple things like that are communication things that we got to fix. That are, easy plays. And so again, you see a couple of those frustrating things. We missed Sammy out on a little screen. Sammy needed to make the catch, but it was a little off target. But you still 24-37, and we left some plays on the field that we need to convert on. That things that we control, and that's what you're always coaching on. Okay, what happened on this play? Why was it a bad play? And how do we fix it? And that's just what you do. And then you go practice.
Anything else?